What is up, my mates of YouTube? My name is Aussie Marcel, and in today's video we're going to be doing a deep dive into the Jacques Bogart Silver Scent lineup of fragrances, and I'll be recommending a couple of them as well. So if that sounds good to you, let's get into the video. The Jacques Bogart Silver Scent fragrances are iconic at this point. If you want cheap, affordable, powerful fragrances, then the Silver Scent line should be in your radar. These are all quite aromatic, and to my nose, they've all got that hint of either grape Fanta or grape soda if you're American. And they also, to my nose at least, smell a little bit like fabric softener as well. It's quite an enjoyable fragrance, I've got to say, but it's not going to be to everyone's taste. So, for about $35 Australian, you can get each of these scents, and we're going to be starting off by looking at Silver Scent, which is the original, the OG. Packaging and presentation is, pretty nice for a $35 scent. And as for the fragrance itself, immediately you're going to recognize this fragrance. If you're out and about, once you've smelt this one and you learn what it is, you're going to be able to recognize it everywhere. People think I'm like some sort of master of fragrances just because I can recognize this scent everywhere. I mean, I don't smell it all that often, but I smell it enough that when I do recognize it and point it out, people will be like, wow, how did you know that? And I'm like, yeah, I'm just that good, man. So, Silver Scent, it's aromatic, it's got that fabric softener quality to it as well. You only need 2 sprays of this one. 2 sprays is going to get you 12 hours of performance, and for $35 Australian, it is exceptional value. It is aromatic. It's got this like orange blossom quality to it as well. It's actually a very enjoyable fragrance, and I've heard from a bunch of other Australians that this one is very popular with teenagers in Sydney. So if you're able to confirm or deny that, let me know in the comments below. I can't say from experience. I've never smelt it in Sydney, but you may have. And yeah, for $35 Australian, you can do a lot worse. Who is Silver Scent for? This is for somebody that's looking for a powerful, long-lasting fragrance on a budget. I would say it does lean a little young, but I don't know, to my nose, I just can't imagine like young people liking this fragrance for some reason. But if you're after just a cheap, powerful scent, then you can do a lot worse than Silver Scent. Now, let's look at Silver Scent Intense. This is the Intense flanker of Silver Scent. And if I'm going to wear either Silver Scent or Silver Scent Intense, I will be choosing Silver Scent Intense. Atomizer for this one isn't as good actually. It's kind of weird. It's just a woodier, spicier version of the Silver Scent DNA. It is almost, it is very similar to the original. It just has a bit more depth, a bit more spicy characteristic to it, and a woodiness as well. And there's that hint of rose that adds a light amount of sophistication to it. Personally, for $35 Australian, you can get both of them at Chemist Warehouse here in Oz for $35. I would be recommending Silver Scent Intense over the original. It's just a longer lasting, more interesting smelling fragrance. It still has that grape soda / grape Fanta / fabric softener quality to it. But I don't know, man. I think this one smells very good. Like, it is a solid fragrance for the $35 price point. And it honestly gets an easy recommendation from me. None of these fragrances are really suitable for, a corporate setting or a suit and tie business setting. But in a more casual situation, within a casual context, these fragrances are at their best, and especially in the warmer weather, I would say. Next up is Silver Scent Pure, and this is the summer version of Silver Scent. It is Silver Scent, but just with a fresher, more citrusy vibe to it. Packaging is very nice. I think this is the best looking bottle and presentation of the lot of them. And as for the fragrance, this room is going to smell just so interesting by the end of all of this. Aromatic, citrus, fresh, but you've still got a hint of that fabric softener in there. It's very nice. As far as summer scents go, this is maybe the best performing summer scent on the market. You're looking at 12 hours plus of performance with 2 sprays. Silver Scent Pure is fresh, clean, and a little more mature. and a little safer of a choice than the OG Silver Scent. And for $35 Australian, again, it is great value. Now on to the most recent one, Silver Scent Infinite Silver. This is an interesting flanker of Silver Scent, just because from memory it's got this like almost leatherish quality to it. Presentation, kind of retro, but also kind of nice as well. I don't know, it's a little gaudy, but I still kind of like it. Very clean, very fresh, much less of that fabric softener quality to it, but I still get a bit of it. It's kind of got this creamy vanilla quality to it, and it's also got a hint of leather and musk. It reminds me of, yeah, like a lot of laundry detergents, but with the added vanilla and leather. It's actually a pretty attractive scent. Performance for this one is incredible. Again, 12 hours plus. This one is a little more expensive at about $40 to $45 at Chemist Warehouse. So if you're after something cheaper, go with one of the other flankers or the OG Silver Scent, but I think it actually is quite nice. And last but not least, we're looking at Silver Scent Midnight. There is another Silver Scent fragrance, Silver Scent Deep, but I do not actually own that one. So I'll have to pick it up and cover it here on the channel. And here is the presentation and the bottle. Kind of nice. Love the shade of blue that they've chosen. And Silver Scent Midnight, how does it smell? Sweeter, aromatic, musky. There's a tiny bit of fruit here, not quite citrus. So almost like a melon, like a cantaloupe, rock melon vibe. Again, it's an attractive fragrance. All of these Silver Scent fragrances, what they do is they do present you with that fabric softener and grape soda vibe, and then it sort of expands as it dries just a fraction, and you get a little bit more, a little bit of something else. And depending on your environment, depending on your style, you're going to want to gravitate to a different scent. So for instance, if your style is more rock and roll, for instance, I would be going with Silver Scent Intense. If you are in a much warmer climate, a tropical climate for example, and you're wearing a lot of shorts, plain t-shirts, really casual outfits or something like that, I would go Silver Scent Pure. And everything else is sort of a little interchangeable in a way. So that is my deeper dive into the Silver Scent lineup. I will be doing a video on Silver Scent Deep when I get it. And until then, what's your favorite Silver Scent fragrance? Let me know in the comments below. And until the next video, my name is Aussie Marcel, and I'll catch you guys around.